nothing on God's green earth that I love more than listening to myself. I have a fantastic voice. But let's not make this about me. I knew I signed up for that when Chris asked me to be Hand of the King. And so here I am. I wrote this entire thing pretty much in one go. It was one night after the gym. I get weirdly emotional after the gym. I usually dehydrated a little bit. So here goes. Laura, you may or may not have experienced this. Perhaps your unique position gives you some special power over Chris. It probably does. But you can never get Chris to do something unless he himself decides to do it. It was like that with pretty much every stage I've known Chris in my life, and we've been friends for a very long time.
Amen.
So, thanks, Dad. So when Chris got a girlfriend and told me he had got a girlfriend, I was very relieved. I was like, oh, finally, he decided to go out and do it. But as his best friend, I was defensive, obviously. I mean, you have to react with suspicion. You have to check, want to check things out. So I came down to Baltimore. And we met for lunch. I think the first time we met was at lunch. We went out to a place. We had some chicken or something like that. You were on a break from work. Mm-hmm. Chris and I were down in Baltimore. And then we came back home. And I know you guys were sharing. They were like having to share in the living room at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, there's the doors closed, and we have to see what happens now, because behind this door could be anything. I could open it up, and there could be like all kinds of art and other weird stuff that like Chris would never have in there. Like Chris normally has like a PC and like those like Nutcracker things or whatever that one time for a while. Those are gone. They're gone. Yeah. Thanks. Really creepy. I mean, there could be like one of those like garden gnomes. Like my roommate keeps getting them and like introducing them to me, and I hate that. But here's the thing: I opened the door and everything was exactly the way it was before. Except there was just 2 computer desks, and there was like 3 more cats. and then I went in there, and like they both sat down and just got on the computer and started doing what they were doing. And I sat down and got on my computer, and I was like, oh, this really hasn't changed much at all. And that's meaningful because being human, being conscious, is a very, very lonely thing. The only person who hears your thoughts or thinks the way you do, or processes the world the way you do, is you, and no one shares that consciousness with you. So sometimes this thing happens where you meet another person and you recognize something of yourself in that person. And then suddenly it's not really lonely anymore. And that's what I saw happening. Bear with me. I'm going to go too. We still got like 10 minutes to go. So, Chris and I's friendship is probably my oldest and purest friendship because, ours has never really relied on going out to bars or really doing anything at all. Some of me and Chris hanging out is I'll be in Boston and he'll be in Baltimore, and we'll both be on a chat channel together on Xbox Live or whatever. And we don't even say anything to each other for like 4 hours. We're just on opposite ends of the microphone, and it's just knowing the other person is there. I mean, I might say like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, be right back, and then you hear the clunk when I put the headset on. And like, that's our friendship. It's just we know that we're there. And if I had to say something, I would say it, or occasionally we'll exchange words. Does that change when you get married? I don't know. Google it. Chris, I don't think in all my years of knowing him has ever asked me for anything except like to pass the pretzels when we were hanging out. Meanwhile, I've probably spent, John and Carol can correct me on this, like ballpark accumulative years sleeping in his bed when he's not around.
Few.
Yeah, that's a conservative estimate.
Yeah.
Chris came out to my Eagle project, which was we were restoring the cemetery over in Towson that's by across from the Towson Mall. I didn't think he was going to come out, and he came out wearing just the usual Chris in high school garb, which was like a hoodie and some sweatpants. Yeah. It was hot, and like there were people with like car winches trying to lift these ancient like Mexican War era stones out of the ground, and Chris was just like, all right, and he went down and picked them up and was just ripping these things from the earth. Everybody was like, who is that guy? And I was like, that's my man Chris. Yeah. So, Laura, you and I are alike in some ways because we're both outsiders coming into this family. I've been in this game for a while, so I'll tell you this. You can search the ends of the earth, and you will never find a kinder, warmer, funnier, more generous, more dynamic, more excellent group of people than the ones that are sitting around you right now. Nowhere on earth. I promise. It is a truly rare and wonderful thing to know them. Cherish it. Always. Now that I'm done rambling and being emotional, if I could just ask you all to raise your glasses for another lengthy toast. May every day of your Laura. No, hold on. I'm sorry. Chris, Laura. May every day of your lives be joyous. May you always be surrounded by loving friends and family near and far. May you never want for a helping hand or a sympathetic ear. May every seed you plant bear flower and fruit. May you always have shade in the summer and warmth in the winter. May your houses all be sturdy. May your children grow tall and strong and wise beyond their years. May the roof never leak and the car never stall. May the internet never cut out. Chris, may your KD always be higher than 1. May you sleep soundly every night. And may you wake up every morning feeling blessed. And may $1 never mean a damn thing to either of you. And may you love each other always, just like this.
All right.
Awesome.